Hey, this is Callan from Authentic Lifestyle Design, and today I want to talk to you about how to meet new people. Something that seems pretty simple, but something a lot of people don't do. And this is targeting the relationships component of lifestyle design. Again, I've got time, money, relationships, purpose, health, and your environment. Today we're going to talk about relationships in the sense of how to meet new people. So, this is how to meet new friends, how to meet new romantic prospects, how to meet new people you might want to do business with or work with, and how to network that way. And yeah, in general, how to meet and have the kind of people in your life that you really want. So I'm going to talk about some ways of doing that. The strategy a lot of people use is they basically go off their social circles, right? So your social circles may be the people you went to school with, or the people you went to uni with, or maybe people you play a sport with, or something else. Then you've got social circles. And every now and then you will meet someone else or somebody new through those social circles. I'm telling you there is another way to do that as well. Because maybe you want to meet a certain type of person that you can't really find and that you don't know in your social circles. Like maybe all your friends are athletes and you want to find someone who's a musician. Maybe there isn't anyone that plays an instrument in your social circles. So how do you find someone? Probably not through your social circles. There's probably a better way to do that. So I'm going to talk about a couple of those. The first one I'm talking about is a new hobby or learning something new or taking some kind of class. So this could be a fitness kind of class or a cooking class or whatever really, but preferably something that's that's highly social, where there's a lot of people going. So for example, if say I do Okinawan Goju-Ryu karate, now maybe in a night there'll be 6 to 10 of us on a big night training. Now that's good if you want to learn karate, which is why I go, and primarily why I've gone for a long time. But if you're going there to meet new people, sure, you'll meet some people. You might meet those 10 people, but that's all you're going to meet. Now, if you went and did something bigger, like say you wanted to go and take up salsa dancing, or you wanted to go and take up hiking or walking, or like going for a park run or a group run, something like that, the chance is you're going to meet a lot more people doing something like that because there's going to be a lot more people going. And generally, certain types of people are going to be pulled to certain types of events. So if you want to meet a certain type of person, say you want to meet, say all your friends are like nerdy and they just sit on the couch eating pizza, watching Netflix and playing video games, and you don't want to be that. You want to be more athletic. Then where do you find athletes? Just think about any of this logically. Where do you find an athlete? Generally playing a sport. So if you go and try some sports, you're probably going to meet some people that are more athletic, because there's going to be group activities around all those different things. Now, what if you want to find more spiritual people? Because a lot of people, when they start their spiritual path, they're kind of lonely in that department, and they've had all these insights that not many people around them can relate to. What do they do there? Well, what is something that's cliche spiritual, like maybe yoga, or meditation classes, or drum circles, interpretive dance. There's all sorts of different things, like really free-flowing dance. So maybe if you go and did a couple of those things, you'd probably find some more spiritual people. What if you wanted to find friends that are highly intellectual and academic and all this? Well, maybe you'd find some research group or some group where people share their ideas. If you want to learn to speak, then you've got Toastmasters and you've got all these different things where you can learn how to public speak. So you look at it in the way of what skill do I want to learn, but you look at it in the way too of what sort of people do I want to meet. Because if you go to a certain class or certain group, you're going to find a certain group of people. And culture, like we have a mass culture, like for example, Australia has its own culture, but then every city is going to have its own culture too. So Newcastle, where I grew up, it has its own culture, and then Sydney, which is a couple of hours away, has a relatively different culture, and they're only a couple of hours away. And then you've got subcultures in your cities as well. So you're going to have different subcultures, and every group is going to have its own culture. And for example, if you go to a yoga class and you're looking for a certain type of people, then maybe the first yoga class or salsa dancing class or whatever it is isn't going to have the sort of people you want to meet and get to know. But maybe you're like, okay, I want to find a spiritual person to hang out with, some spiritual friends. You're like, okay, you go to a yoga class and it's more just like gym yoga where it's just like a sport. It's about flexibility, but there's no spiritual stuff. Then you go there, you're like, well, this probably isn't it. And then you go to another yoga class and say you want to meet young people. This one's full of old people. So you're like, well, not for me. Try another yoga class. And eventually you'll find a little pocket of people that you'll resonate with, that you'll want to click with. So that's the first thing. You look at what kind of people do you want to meet, and what does someone like that do with their time? So who do I want to meet, and what does that person do? What's a likely activity that person might participate in? And you can take that anywhere and meet heaps of people. You need to have social skills though. You have to have the confidence to go and introduce yourself to people, and to make your intention clear. So if that's trying to make friends, you make that intention clear when you talk to people. You go and say, hey, how you going? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm just looking to try X, whatever this is, and I'm looking to meet some new people and expand my social circles, and yeah, just meet new people, You're super light about that. Now, if you're intense, more romantic, same thing. Make that clear. It's like, hey, I just saw you over here and I had to come talk to you because you have an awesome whatever, and I reckon we'd vibe. Would you like to go out to so-and-so? And whatever, You have to be forward about your intentions. If you want to be friends, make that clear. If you want to be in a relationship or romantic with it or any of that, make that clear. If you want to do business together, say if it's a business thing, and you're like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just here looking to make friends, to meet new people. That's not the right approach. If you hit on them and you go up and you go, hey, how's it going? Then that's not going to work either. You got to go up and say, hey, my name's this, Hey, I'm Callan, and yeah, I run this business. I'm looking to meet people maybe to collab with in the future. Here's some ideas I've got. What have you got? Can we help each other? That's more the networking mentality. So you've got to make your intentions clear. So there are two things you can do. Go to a place where you're going to meet people doing things like what you're doing, and those kind of people that you want to meet. And then also, when introducing yourself to people, make your intentions clear. What are you looking for? For example, if you went to speed dating, which people do when it's silly, and they're like, hey, how are you? Yes, I'm just looking to make friends and this and that. And it's like, not the right approach. You walk up and you be direct about it, and you display that you're attracted to somebody. Well, then that's obvious that you want to take them on a date, which many people struggle to do because of fear of rejection or whatever else. Let's talk about another way. Say you meet someone you really like. Say you're at a party and there's a guy at a party and he's just chill and for whatever reason you like him. Or say you're walking along the beach and you see a girl you like. Here's the big breakthrough. And if you gain from this, then it's going to change your life forever. We're all human. Meaning, if there's a person over there and you like them for whatever reason, for whatever way, if that's you want to do business with them or doesn't matter, they're just a human being. There's nothing except your own ego and your own limitations and your limiting beliefs and all this stuff. There's nothing else that's stopping you from walking over and talking to them. Nothing else at all. And maybe that person will reject you. Maybe you're asking a girl out, she says no, or she's got a boyfriend or whatever. Or you want to do business with someone and they're just like, sorry, not looking to do business with anyone. Or I'm not looking to do business with someone like you. Or maybe someone's just like, no, I don't really think we'd click as friends. Maybe, it's like you're going to get rejected in all these departments. And that's fine. But you got to remember, you can go walk up and talk to anyone and display your intention. So there's someone over there I want to be friends with. They look fun. They're like playing soccer or whatever. There's nothing to stop you from walking over there and saying, hey, how is it going? The same thing. I'm just looking to meet people, make friends. Hey, you guys playing soccer? Do you mind if I play? Now, you've opened yourself up to rejection because they could all go, nah, get out of here. We don't want anything to do with you. When that's going to be rejected. But at the same time, there might be a bunch of awesome people who are like, yeah, mate, yeah, come in, come play. But you don't know that unless you go and ask them. So it's important that you can walk up to anybody And you can try this, there's social freedom challenges and all sorts of things that you can try in order to do this. So if you watch this video and it actually means anything to you and you think what I'm saying is helpful, then here is some homework for you. Go and approach 3 people for one of those reasons, either to make a friend, to find some kind of romantic prospect, or to do business, or to collab on something. They're your 3 things I want you to do if you've watched this video. Because that's going to give you social freedom. That's going to teach you that you can show up to a venue or a place or an activity, or even on the street, you can go and approach somebody for whatever reason. And that's just a thing you can do. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people just go through their social circles. And then they're limited by their social circles. You want to probably expand that. Especially if your social circles were just organically built, which they are for most people. You just kind of met people going along the path of your life. And you're not consciously trying to find connections that click with you in a certain way. And you're not consciously trying to develop that and to develop your networks and to be around amazing people all the time. Especially if you've got toxic people in your life, why are they there? Why are you around those people? If people are putting you down and all the rest of it, then why put up with that? There's a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of really nice people in the world. And a lot of really ambitious people, and a lot of really beautiful people, and people doing awesome things. And there's the rule of 5. The 5 people you spend the most time with, generally someone can guess as to what you're like from that. So you want to spend your time with quality people. And if you don't have an abundance of those in your life, it's only, in a few months you could have completely optimized, amazing social circles just from doing the things I'm saying here, which is going and talking to people, expressing your intent, what you want from that relationship. One more thing I might add is invite people places. So a good way to get into a social circle is to, if you ask a girl out, what do you do after that? You organize a date and you lead a girl through that date. Because why not? Same with friends. It's like, okay, well, I have this group of friends now. Message them, hey guys, do you want to go and do this? Or just one friend, hey, do you want to go do this? You want to come do this with me? Preferably things you enjoy and would probably do anyway. Hey, you want to come do this? Or a business thing. Call them up. Hey, I'm working on this new project and I'd love to know what you think about this. Or would you like to collab on this? Or would you like to trade, industry secrets? Whatever it is you guys want to do. So once you meet these people, you have to then take action. So I'd say they're the 3 things. The first one, you can approach anybody anywhere for any reason. The second thing is, if you do that, you should show intent as to what you want and what the conversation is actually going to be about. And the third thing is you have to take action after that. So if you've organized that date or that business meeting, whatever else, you take action and you invite people to do something. And in time, especially as you work on yourself, once you become clear in people's minds, in your own mind, you've got an inner circle of people that you really vibe with and you invite places. But the important thing is that people also invite you places. Once you get into someone's circles and once you become a priority figure in their life and they're thinking about you, then all of a sudden you get invited to all these things and you've met all these amazing new people. So it doesn't sound hard, but it can be really hard to actually go out and exercise this. One more time. You have to go and introduce yourself to people. Then you have to have intent as to what the conversation is about and what you want from them. If you want something from them, be that friendship or relationships or business partners, whatever else you want to add. And then you have to take action. So you have to actually organize something with that person or with that group. If you do these 3 things, you will be a powerhouse and you will be able to meet new people anywhere in the world, because I do this when I travel and I always meet cool people like this, and you'll be able to live a super fulfilling life. And if your circles aren't working and if there's toxic people around you, you can meet people that are more aligned to whatever it is you want to do. I think they turned out okay. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, leave me a comment, and share it with people who you think would find it useful, especially introverts that don't want to start conversations, that are not happy with their situations. Because that's mainly, I guess, who this is targeted at. It is a really powerful skill to be able to go talk to people and express your intent and to take action and organize events. It'll just change your life. If you're not doing it right now, it'll change your life. Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your day.